Let me ask you first off how optimistic you are about the rollout of this vaccine. Typically, the European Union does things in a rather slow manner, and Germany specifically is an incredibly bureaucratic country. Can we get it done quickly enough?
Yes. I resist from trying to compare the different bureaucracies in different countries. I've tried to make an American tax declaration once in my life, and so I was a bit amused about that. No, our problem is we do not have enough vaccine available at present time. We have built up an infrastructure, and I'm talking of Germany just now. We have built up an infrastructure here, and we are sure to be able to get 5 million shots administered until end of March. Now, 5 million means 2.5 million people vaccinated out of 83 million population. We think it'll take up to the end of this year to get end of next year, sorry, we're still in 2020, end of 2021 to achieve herd immunity, which is the goal, the aim, the target which you have on vaccination programs. So it's not bureaucracy at present time that's our problem. It is more the availability of vaccine. And we are very content with the way the European Medicines Agency handled that, because in difference to the UK and also to the US, we did not get emergency approvals, but we got a registered, a formal, correct, tested program of approval of these drugs. So I think the vaccine situation is better in the European Union than in the UK or in some areas of the US.
I wonder, I think one of the most interesting things to come out of this process, Frank, is Spain has recently said it's going to record the names of people who refuse the vaccine. And others have suggested that those who do get the vaccine should be allowed special privileges, for example, getting on a plane or going into a restaurant. Do you think we're going to see more processes like that?
Definitely. The question is, are there some privileges coming with the vaccination for those people who are vaccinated? First of all, programs like that exist. If you want to enter some countries in mid-Africa, you have to have a yellow fever vaccination, otherwise they won't let you in. In this country, we have compulsory measles vaccinations. Other European countries have very extensive compulsory vaccination programs, so that's nothing new. So we have a lot to discuss, but we have nothing to decide just now, because you can only have restricting lists or passports or whatever if you have offered the vaccination to the whole population, if you have discussed it, if you know about long-term effects of the vaccines. You can't do it straight away and off the cuff.
Will we be recording those who get the vaccine? Is there going to be a register for those who get the vaccine, at least here in Germany or in other European countries, Frank?
No, I don't think we're going to have a register, because we have a federal state here. 16 states decide each and individually and on themselves, and I'm very, very pessimistic that they will ever come to a common accord. But we have a very good WHO yellow passport, which is the vaccination passport, which most Europeans carry not in their pockets all the time, but at least in their passport. So I would think there will be some sort of immunity passport in the end, because the importance is not only vaccination. We do not know yet what the efficiency rate of the vaccination is overall. I mean, BioNTech says they have a 95% positive immunity rate, but AstraZeneca came up with the first study saying they had only 70% immunity that counts, not vaccination. And we do not have a thorough proof of immunity yet. And before we don't have that, we are not able to discuss any privileges for those who are immunized. So we have a lot to discuss, but nothing to decide.